YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy Tanzo TV here, back with another star card setup and hero tip for you guys. Today we are going over Chewbacca, and Chewbacca uses his bowcaster to fire charged shots at his enemies and his physical strength to pummel and smash close targets. He is hardly enough to withstand even the most powerful attacks. I think this little bio for Chewie is perfect for who Chewie is. I think Chewie is one of the best heroes in the light side for heroes versus villains and troopers, only for the fact for his health and also for his abilities that he has. Like, I think they fit him perfectly, and I think his abilities are great now. He is a little weak compared to what he used to be at the start and the release of this game. He was the best hero in this game at the start, and then now he's just a regular Chewbacca, in my opinion, and I think he can be good at times and he can be awful at times. It's just how you play him, and what mode you're playing with him in. But yeah, so let's get into some of his abilities. So his left bumper ability, or his Q, would be Chewbacca throws a grenade which can be broken into a cluster of smaller grenades which electrocute enemies when they hit. I think this ability is broken at times, but I also think that this ability works 95% of the time. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of cutting it, because sometimes people just don't get caught in it that should be getting caught in it, and this game, there's just a lot of bugs and things like that, but we're not going to get all that. But I think this ability is good. For Chewie, I think it fits his character perfectly. It fits the vibe. It goes great with Lando with his shot grenade also. And just it gives you that freeze ability that the dark side has with Kylo and Iden and BB-9E and things like that. And I think it's good for Chewie. And his charge slam ability is right bumper. Chewbacca charges forward and slams his fist into the ground where re-triggered, dealing high damage and knocking enemies off their feet. This ability can be activated from the air. So this ability also is amazing. It can be glitched at the same time, but I think this is one of Chewie's best abilities. It's out of the three, it's number 2 for sure. And I think the activation from the air is amazing because you can keep the momentum of Chewie with this ability because he runs. And when you're going in the air, you can fall and still do the charge slam if you're not obviously falling off the map. But I think this ability is good. And his middle ability, Furious Bowcaster, the Chewbacca Roar. Chewbacca roars and overcharges his bowcaster, enabling him to fire fully charged shots with no charge time. This ability is amazing. The best ability for Chewie. It makes his bowcaster fire a lot faster, and they hit a lot harder, so you can absolutely destroy a Vader if you're hitting consistent headshots with it, and he's not blocking or just in general. Like, this is Chewie's best ability, and you're going to want the star card that I think there's a star card that extends the time for the kill, but I'm not completely sure. These are the equipped cards that I do use for Chewie at the moment: Impervious, Echoing Roar, and Bonus Health. And also Chewie's passive ability, his health on elimination, which is pretty basic for all of the heroes. So once you get a kill with Chewbacca, he gains some HP to regain. So let's just get into his abilities. So the first one I use is bonus health. So Chewbacca has increased maximum health. I believe this puts Chewbacca at, I want to say 850. But it gives him a plus 150 health, and it gives him the most health as on any blaster hero in this game. At like base health. So I think this is a must for Chewbacca in HVV and even in trooper modes. The next ability I'm going to use is going to be Echoing Roar. So for every Chewbacca defeat, while Furious Bowcaster is active, it will extend its duration for 40%. Yeah, so I was correct. So this is the ability you want for the Bowcaster, because I think this is just Chewie's bread and butter with his abilities. I think this is what you're going to need the majority of the time you're using Chewbacca to outshine in any mode you're playing, and you're gonna want to use this card. And I would suggest not even taking it off no matter what mode you're in. I think Chewbacca's cards are a little iffy for some of his abilities and some of like just Chewbacca in general. And this is another reason why I would always keep this card. And then the last card I use is going to be Impervious. Every time Chewbacca deals a threshold of 200 combined damage with any ability, he gains 2% damage reduction to a maximum. And of course, this effect resets after Chewie is defeated. And then maximum damage reduction is 34%. So every time you are dealing 200 damage with your ability, you are gaining 2% damage reduction. So if you are using your Furious Bowcaster or your Charge Slam correctly, and you are just consistently getting damage while you're using those abilities and even the Shock Grenade, you are going to get damage reduction, which is huge. And I think that is huge for someone like Chewie, someone who has 150 health as a blaster hero and isn't a strong blaster hero. So I just think these 3 cards are pretty much the 3 you're going to want to run no matter what mode you're in. I believe there is a card for Chewie that allows him to take less damage in blaster modes when using an ability. So I would also suggest using that in trooper modes if you're just a little less comfortable with taking damage in like any mode you're playing. So let's just get to the rest of his cards. So Extended Shock. The Shock Grenade will shock enemies for a longer duration, but has 20% longer recharge time. The added shock duration is 40%. This is pretty self-explanatory. You just get an added shock duration with the Shock Grenade. I think a Chewie Shock Grenade, this can stand out because you are almost shocked for 40% longer than you regularly would. So if you use this right in HVV, I think this card could stand out. But obviously cards tend to not work sometimes. So I personally would never use it. And then Charging Frenzy, Chewbacca receives less damage while using Charge Slam, and that damage reduction is 50%. Again, pretty self-explanatory. Again, you just receive less damage while you are in Charge Slam. The next one, Multi-Shocks. The Shock Grenade splits into more parts, shocking a wider area. And the added area is going to be 4 when this card is maxed out. Again, Chewbacca, in my opinion, this grenade, if you did not know, it splits off into 3 parts, and it can shock up to 3 people, I believe. So if you put this card on, you get 4 added. So you're basically, I think it's 7 splits, which is pretty crazy. I've never really used this before. So I have no experience with this, or I have no knowledge of this. If it's 7. So if it is 7, let me know. If it's not, then just tell me I'm wrong. And yeah, heck yeah. So the next one, shocked and vulnerable. Enemies that are hit by shock grenades will be more vulnerable to all damage for the shock duration, and the damage vulnerability is 9%. So you could combo this card and combo this to have absolutely just destroy enemies in HVV. But again, it could work, it could not work. Just let me know. I'm not really a Chewbacca player. I'm not a Chewbacca main. I'm really only level 80 with him because I'm trying to grind all my heroes to be a level 100. So I'm not really experienced as much with Chewie as I am for some other blaster heroes. So if there's certain things that work for Chewie, let me know. If there's certain ability or cards you guys like comboing and they work for Chewie, just comment it and just let me know, because I would love to see some different kind of Chewie builds, and I would love to play as them. And then let's just get to the last 2 of these cards. Slammed. Charge Slam deals bonus damage to enemies within half the radius of the blast, so 50 bonus damage. So again, if you slam an enemy, I think it's super close. You just dealing more damage, and even farther away, you're still doing a lot of damage. And then the last one, I think this is the one. So Furious Resilience, Chewbacca receives less damage from blasters while Furious Bowcaster is active, and the receive blaster damage reduction is 20%. So again, if you're not very comfortable with taking damage in HVV, again, I think this would, or just in this game in general as Chewbacca, then definitely use this card. I think this is great because you're still using your abilities, and you could even combo Impervious and this combo with this card here and this, and like you could just combo, just focus everything on your Furious Bowcaster or your Charge Slam, your Shock Grenade, your health. That's just what I mean. Like, this game is full of different combos you can use for heroes and outshine with them and be different, and be unpredictable and things like that. So it's just different and things like that. So again, I hope you guys like this. This was my Chewbacca setup. Thank you guys for the continuous subs, the comments and things like that for my videos and the likes. Appreciate you guys all. Again, I do stream on Twitch, so if you guys want to watch me on Twitch, I do stream Battlefront 2. I play some Apex sometimes. Sometimes I'll slip in some Minecraft and things like that. So if you guys do enjoy this, and you want to see more of my content, more of my live content, be sure to go down in the description. Tanzu TV, it is all over my social medias and my TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all that. That's all my socials. It's Tanzu TV, the same. My next video, I plan on doing either, I think we have BB9E left, Leia left, and then I'm doing an updated Darth Maul and Luke from my old like couple first uploads. So we have only, I think, 4 or 5 left if I'm wrong with these heroes. So if you guys have any of the 4 you want me to see, maybe I'll vote. I'll do a little poll on here to get you guys engaged with it and see what you guys want to do and what you guys want to see. And I have some other secret uploads that I'm working on that I'm still trying to develop. So again, be sure to not miss those. So hit the sub, hit the post notification. I'll see you guys all next time. Tianzu TV, have a great week. May the force be with you, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out.